So it all started innocently enough. I was on the A train going back home. The same A train that she threw my phone into the tracks. Something about that memory keeps bringing me back. I told her that I loved her and I wanted to be with her, but she was too good, he was too tough. My face couldn't take the kicks and enough was enough. She told me that she wasn't in love with me, that I was too immature. But I was 16. What was you begging for more? I did my best to make it work, and I pushed and I clawed and I did everything that I could for you. But you didn't care. So now you turn it around and it's my fault because I wasn't there? Now, excuse my language, but you're a real bitch. To play me for a fool and then go behind my back and make fun of Chris, that's not right. But it doesn't matter because you don't care. You turned around, you walked away, and that was here, that was there, that was all the same bull that we do and we say when we explain that we love each other, an expression of dismay that got us stuck in the past and this point that we can't come back because all you care about is the fact that I won't call back. And I won't, because I'm done. It was 3 years ago that you told me as we stood on this platform that you were done talking. You were so done talking that you turned around and you started walking. A simple rhyme scheme, I know, but understand this much. Her mind had left me way before our hands touched. It was not even a joke. It wasn't even a play. When I turned around, she was gone. It had happened way before that day. So for her to tell me that she's done, nah, girl, I've been done. My heart's been running in the opposite direction since the first time you put your hands on me. Now, I didn't say nothing then to my sister who would have cracked your face in 3 places because I loved you. And now you're done? You should have been done before you broke my Xbox. That shit's expensive. But I let you do you because I loved you. Because I loved your smile, I loved your anger, I loved every single punch that you landed that night that you came home drunk. And I loved it because it showed me that somebody other than my mother would hold me. And now you're done. That's cool. I've been done. Since forever. Thank you.
I remember the night you grabbed my hand and told me to run with you. Run until our lungs gave out. For a moment I didn't believe you, to act so irrational and so sudden. But our fingers intertwined like an untiable knot, and we ran until our feet no longer met the ground. My head pounded, and I could feel my heartbeat racing faster than us. My actions were impulsive, of that I'm well aware. But for me, for you, for us, I didn't care. I let any worry slip right through my mind. I fell right into the lullaby you sang to me each night. And I never for a second dreamt of the day that song would shatter. How could it? I was yours and you were mine. It's simple, isn't it? But no, silly me, it's not that simple. That song was overplayed and your voice grew weary. You loosened your grip on me, but I never once let go. I tried to recapture that lullaby of yours, but it wasn't quite the same. I went running down those same streets, but you were never there to meet me. Forever may be a foolish word, but I'll love you until that lullaby stops racing in my heart. Thank you.
Things I said that November. Still said, please forgive me. And I don't know what got into me. My, when I had tried to sure as hell I was surprised I couldn't fly. Have you ever thought that maybe I'm tired of looking so bad? You ask so much are out of control. I'm scared like never before. You think I'm invincible. I loved you tonight, yes. Our lives are out of control. I'm scared like never before. You think I'm invincible. I loved you tonight, yes.
Alright. It's called Step in the Right Direction. The comfort of life disappeared when the car keys turned. Tired arms struggled to push the door open. He took a step forward. He left behind his vibrating phone. Dad flashed across the screen. He took a step forward. An angry wind hit him in the chest and sent a chill through his body. He took a step forward. Angels' tears dripped from the sky. He took a step forward. His eyes scanned the bridge, but he didn't see another soul. He took a step forward. He reached the edge, looked down, and saw a way out. I'm going to stop the poem here, at a point where my friend is still alive. I still don't believe he took that last step. I kept drinking until I hit the bottom of the bottle, pleading with the whiskey to rewind time. The alcohol grants my wish and takes me on a trip to a drunken land of make-believe, where I can pretend my friend realizes he's not alone on that bridge. He grabs onto my hand, and he takes a step back.
Sifting through indefinite pools, drowning within thoughts we never fathomed before, choking for air that was never there, searching desperately, though life was never in question, reaching always for more, even when we were shown enough. Pain surges through body, and yet we push for the next. More and more, we are exasperated and worn. Strewn about, but too focused to breathe, tendons stretching and muscles pulling, almost at some goal we were not sure we even wanted to attain. Within sight, but in an inch's grasp, we grope further. Will it ever be closer than it appears? From here it is so distant, but so clear. Ideal but unattainable, though we know it's an illusion. Why is it that we still reach? Other one I have is not in the magazine, sorry. It's called Cold Nights. Flushed cheeks, noses piglet pink, pressed into coats. Whispered words leave wisps of ghost-like air that drifts off cracked lips pushed apart, revealing smiles. Chapsticks pulled from pockets shared amongst lips, one partner gloved, the other bare. Rub hands together, or put hands into each other's pockets for human warmth. Walking back to one of their homes, glassy eyes reflecting Christmas, lights hanging above windows and scattered in wreaths, the jingle of Salvation Army bells fill the silent night. And even if they don't love each other, we all love a warm body on a cold night.
Sometimes I feel like I don't have a partner. Sometimes I feel like my only friend is the city I live in, the city of angels. Lonely as I am, together we cry.
I am a forlorn oasis, never found, never seen, just there. Euphoric I become when I drink in the air and breathe out the breeze. I become as free as the wind. In my darkest hour, despair becomes my mother and my friend and wraps its arms around my bleak self. And I feel the haunting touch of tragedy as it consumes me completely. There is a beauty in the darkness that races through the night. Vines of sorrow slither up my arms and legs, constricting my body and directing my movements as my lips fail to draw breath from the bottomless abyss in which I hide, and I am left utterly alone to waste away. But then I see it. Drops plop on my body from the sky that's too high up to be touched. Tears from the world of suffering and longing, I dissolve into the ocean, endlessly floating in tears so that I become everything, and yet nothing. I am nothing. There's just so much natural beauty around me that I soak in insignificantly. It will always be there, unwavering, standing tall before I knew consciousness, and unfading when I lose it and wither away into nothingness. And it fills me with so much serenity that I cannot tell when my life begins and when my body ends. And then I know nothing, just like an infant in the womb of the world.
Point A, point B. Okay.
It was all a dream, my screen word of magazine. It's all pepper and Eddie up in the limousine. Posting pictures on the wall every Saturday, rapping tight, yeah. I'm Mr. Magic on my home. I let my tape rock till my tape pop, yeah. Sipping that bamboo, smoking that Robbie style. Way back when I had the red and black lumberjack with the hats to match. But rapping through the hard, you never thought that hip-hop could take this far. Now I'm under my mic, cause I'm blind and trying to get paid. Go up like the world hate. Born sinner, I remember when I ate macaroni and cheese every night for dinner. Bruce B, Capri, yeah, you know I can't forget my boy loves Osky, you no more. No, say it ain't so. Your drug is a heartbreaker. Say it ain't so. Your drug is a heartbreaker. I try and wake up every day. I get on my grind and I press rewind before press play. I do this all the time, smoke myself out of my mind. I know the wind blows which direction out my head. So show me so far, show me so far away. Show me so far, show me so far away. Show me so far away. Show me so I can grow to stay. Let's push this motor a little harder through the Midwest to the sounds of Santa Barbara. I know which way the wind blows. Just tell me which directions not to go. And show me so far, show me so far away. Show me so far, show me so I can stay. Let me grow up so far, let me grow up so far away. Show me so far stay.
People come and they may go, and as they do, you will grow. Imagine a tree that you climb that goes up into a never-ending sky. At moments you say it's a waste of time, and others, if only I could fly. Until one day you see the top, or at least you think that it's the top. You climb and climb some more, only to learn you reach the floor of a much taller tree that you are to climb. You cry to the heavens that this is a crime. This whole stinking tree is a waste of time. You have grown weary, and so you rest. You rest and rest, and you feel the best. So you begin to climb, only to learn that while you were resting, the tree grew a fern. And the fern grew from the top, making the tree that much taller, making you feel smaller and smaller. You say this is it, to heck with this tree. The whole challenge seems silly to me. And with that a voice comes from the bark, asking you why did you even start? To come all this way just to give up? Stand tall, son, you're just a young pup. For this is one of many trees you may climb. It is up to you to figure out which is worth your time. Life is made up of highs and lows, but finding the middle is how you will grow. Not everything is as hard as you make it out to be. Why, just take a look at me. I am a tree, but I was once not this big. Why, I used to be tinier than a fig. And I thought to myself, why am I here? Please just let me be eaten by a deer. And my father turned to me and said, son, remain strong. Don't give up now, because not before long, you will be a tree as mighty as me. Perhaps one day even mightier than me. For although now you feel oh so small, it does not mean that you will never be tall. Just find a friend who is just as small and push each other to grow tall. Make it a race to reach outer space. Be there for each other and laugh in the faces of those who say that you can never be anywhere close to as tall as me. For anyone who says that you can't, it's just challenging to say, yes, I can. And with that, my young pup, I leave you be, hoping that you can take from me the message that is in my story and hope that it helps you to reach glory. Please find a friend, better yet, maybe two, and stick to each other as if you were glue, because people may come and go, and regardless, you will grow, and sometimes people stay around longer, and that's when you learn the best friend is forever. And with this, the tree grew silent, and the young pup felt inspired, so he ran down the tree and to his friend's house, called for his friend and his sister too, because the three of them were closer than two. And so the trio left and went for the tree, when the young pup saw something he didn't see. Before, when he climbed, it seemed so much taller, but now from the floor, the tree was much smaller. The three of them went to the tree and started to climb, and in no time they were at the spot where the young pup just had to stop. And as they got there, the pup looked around, but his friend the tree was nowhere to be found. Discouraged, he remembered the tree's wise words. People may come and they may go, and as they do, you will grow. And sometimes people stay around longer, and that's when you learn the best friend is forever. So with that, the pup turned and was shocked to learn that his two friends were on their way to the top. He ran up after them, and the three of them raced. They climbed and climbed right into space. And that's when words came from the tree. Finally, you are higher than me. You found others who made your trip shorter. Why, when you met me, you were only a quarter of the way up my mighty trunk. But now you stand here, a strong-looking hunk. Now do not stop here, for I am just one of the many trees under the sun. Each tree is different, some small, some tall, but each challenge the same, point A to point B. As long as you have these two by your side, you will be able to climb just about any tree. Thank you.
I'm staring holes at blank pages, pouring out my soul in front of ugly faces, always willing to criticize every verse and every line, feeding people with their lies, judging me by what's on my mind. Am I really capable of doing any better? Ink smears on this sheet of paper, like bloodstains on a suicide letter, your hollow words fade to vapor. There's nothing left for you to say, so save your breath and just walk away. Pick up the pace and let's now begin. We won't repeat this mistake ever again. Take a much closer look and then you will see that I'm an open book to be read between the periphery. Keep your ignorance to yourself. I never asked for this or for any help. From a selfish fake, you're gonna lose your face. When we drop the bass, I can already see you break. Echoes of the past haunt this room as fallen shards of glass litter this filthy womb. I'm creating new life only for it to be distorted. You cut right in like a knife in order to have it aborted. Cross out ink-stained heart, bleeding out with one last murmur. Reach right in the tear apart and get away with murder. There's nothing left for you to say, so save your breath and just walk away. Pick up the pace and let's now begin. We won't repeat this mistake ever again. Take a much closer look and then you will see that I'm an open book to be read between the periphery. Keep your ignorance to yourself. I never asked for this or for any help. From a selfish fake, you're gonna lose your face. When we drop the bass, I can already see you break. Under the gun, feeling the pressure. This used to be fun, instead I feel weathered. From searching for the spark to find the right words that hide in the dark while listening to broken records of your voice inside my head. But I will not bow, I will not quit. Despite everything you have said to me, none of it has ever meant shit. There's nothing left for you to say, so save your breath and just walk away. Pick up the pace and let's now begin. We won't repeat this mistake ever again. Take a much closer look and then you will see that I'm an open book to be read between the periphery. Keep your ignorance to yourself. I never asked for this or for any help. From a selfish fake, you're gonna lose your face. When we drop the bass, I can already see you break.